Hi! Hello, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing awesome. I hope your day is awesome, and I hope your next day is awesome. Okay, I would like to start this video with a thank you. A big thank you. I just hit 6,000 subscribers, and I don't know where you keep coming from, and I don't know why you stay, but thank you. I'm able to talk with so many people about books, and it's just really great, and I couldn't say thank you enough. With that being said, today I have a recent reads video for you guys, and remember when I said that I was catching up with these recent reads? No, not anymore. I'm behind again. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. First up, we have The Pirate Chase by Rob Kidd. This is the third book in the Jack Sparrow series. Jack Sparrow and his crew of misfits continue on their adventure in the search of the Sword of Cortez, which they believe is in the hands of the notorious pirate Left Foot Lewis. Can we just appreciate that name for a second? Left Foot Lewis. So much creativity. That name in itself made this book for me. Anyway, one of the misfits, Arabella, it would seem she has a score to settle with Left Foot Lewis, so things go from 0 to 100 very quickly. I liked this book a lot. I liked it more so than the other two books. The supporting characters seem to be getting fleshed out more, and as a result of that, they feel more essential to the story as opposed to just tools to push Jack's story along. We get a lot of answers that we were waiting for, but we also get a lot more questions than we had before. It really leaves you just wanting to pick up the next book right away. I enjoyed it a lot, but like I said before, unless you're into children's books or you really love Pirates of the Caribbean like me, maybe read something else. But then again, the new teaser trailer for the Pirates of the Caribbean movie came out, and maybe you're interested in getting some origin story on Jack Sparrow. I would recommend this. Maybe. And then I read Indignation by Philip Roth. Indignation takes place in 1951, 2 years into the Korean War, and centers on Marcus during his short-lived life at college, I guess. It's revealed to us early on that back home, Marcus's father kind of has gone mad a bit. He's very fearful for Marcus and his adult life and the effect that the world will have on him and such. It's quite odd. Because of his father being so paranoid about everything, this is what drove Marcus to go to college very far away. So he goes to a Jewish college as an atheist. He does not get along with anyone. He's very sexually inexperienced, and I didn't really like this book. I only wanted to read this book because I wanted to see the film starring Logan Lerman. The movie is so much better, and everything the book is lacking, which is a lot, the movie gives life to. This is the first Philip Roth book that I've ever read, and I'm not sure if I just started with the wrong book or if I just don't get it at all. I feel like I must be missing something here, but I don't know what. The author laid out so many themes in this book, but he didn't do anything with them. All the characters felt so lifeless and boring, and I struggled to find the point of this book. I don't know what it was trying to say. I suppose you could say it's a coming-of-age story, but if it is, it's a really bad one. Overall, I just didn't like it. If you have any other recommendations for Philip Roth, leave a comment, tell me. I do have American whatever it's called. I'm gonna give that a go, but I don't know. The next book that I read was Rogue Wave by Boyd Morrison, and this book was previously published as The Palmyra Impact. Just thought I'd let you know that. Rogue Wave is a disaster novel that will keep you up reading the book until you finish it late in the wee hours of the morning. Or maybe that was just me. Yeah, that was probably just me. Our main character, Kai Tanaka, is the director of the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center in Honolulu. A very small seismic occurrence in the Pacific causes very little concern to Kai, but when a plane goes missing in that area, Kai slowly starts to put the pieces together and realizes that there are massive waves on the way to hit Hawaii. With only an hour, Kai has to warn and save as many people as he possibly can. And considering these waves are 200 feet and above, there's not much he can really do. This was really interesting because the thought of a small asteroid making impact off the coast is plausible. It is, but it's very rare. The characters were really likable, and there was even some humor thrown in there despite the impending doom, which I thought was pretty funny. The part where this book fell flat for me though was, even though our main characters are always so close to death because of these waves, by the sheer grace of dumb luck, they, for the most part, all live. That bugged me, but whatever. Really fun book, but nothing special. If you're a fan of films like 2012, San Andreas, The Day After Tomorrow, you would really like this. The next book I read, I buddy read with a bunch of people. It was so much fun. That buddy read was with Liz, Steve, Devin, Janelle, and Ben. I think that's everyone. I could be forgetting someone, but I'm not sure. I'll link them all down below. Go check them out. They're wonderful. The book that we read was Jaws by Peter Benchley. Ah yes, Jaws. The Spielberg movie we all know and love. Lots of fun. If you've been living under a rock your entire life and don't know what Jaws is, that's fine, I'll tell you. Jaws is the story of a pretty damn large great white shark that goes on a rampage, if you would, at this small seaside town called Amity. It's ultimately up to Police Chief Brody, marine biologist Hooper, and shark hunter Quint to kill this shark. And that's pretty much the gist of it. I find myself to have a love-hate relationship with Jaws. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that sharks are my favorite animals. And in reading this, you really see that this book gets everything wrong about great white sharks. They are not man-eating sharks, they don't crave human flesh, and they are not creatures set on revenge on specific humans. Although on a pure entertainment factor, this book is so much fun. But still, the fact that this book and movie are the reason why so many people are terrified of sharks and the ocean makes me so sad. It really does. Sharks are so misunderstood, and I wish that wasn't the case. But besides that little mini rant, the characters in this book were so damn unlikable. All of them, really. Even the town itself is pretty shady. With most shark books I read, I find myself rooting for the shark, and this was no exception. The movie made the characters a lot more likable, and I think that's why I prefer the movie to the book. I also wasn't the biggest fan of the writing. It wasn't terrible, but it was just meh. I'm glad I read it, and I had a great time buddy reading it, but this is definitely a case where I would just rather watch the movie. The last book that I will be talking about today is The Flight of the Sylvers by Daniel Price. Oh man. I fear I might throw this book at the wall while talking about this with you guys, but I'm going to try not to, because I don't want to scare you viewers, you wonderful, wonderful viewers. This book is about a group of young individuals that are saved just as Earth is about to be destroyed and are taken to a parallel Earth, a parallel universe. There's a lot of time travel in this, there's a lot of powers that these individuals obtain, weird alien-ish people that pop up left and right. It sounds exciting, right? I was excited. At the beginning at least, but then things went downhill so quickly. In a way, it felt like an X-Men ripoff. These characters are the white guy in horror movies that when something creepy happens, they're the first one to go check out stuff when really they should be running in the opposite direction. These guys just are that dumb. They just had no common sense. The writing was really bad and the dialogue was so cringe-worthy. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment just thinking about this book and the dialogue. I honestly tried to like this book. I tried my very best, but I couldn't bring myself to like this book when this author talked about boobs every other page. I get it. People like boobs. That's fine. But do you really have to talk about them so much in a book? Like, what's wrong with you? I don't get it. I don't recommend this book. If you see this in a bookstore, maybe run in the opposite direction. Those are all the books for this recent reads. If you guys have read any of these books, if you have any thoughts or opinions, or you just want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. We can chit chat. Again, I just want to say thank you so much for 6,000 subscribers. I would like to give you all a hug, but I don't think I can virtual hug, like camera hug. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video.